Well, so this is what a bee swarm looks like. I'm really annoyed because I checked the hive last week. I took off around 10 queen cells, but I must have missed one because the queens can't propagate that quickly, so I must have missed something. Now fortunately they're coming together on this lime tree, which gives me a good prospect of catching them. So here's the process. So the swarm, so I'll stand back a little. So here's our lime tree. There are still bees moving around, but if you wait for a while, they'll form into a clump like that around the queen. And so what I've done is put a box below, and I put some frames in there with wax and honey, so that'll sort of keep them there, I hope, when I put them in. So the trick now is to shake the bees down into the box. Right, so I've got the plastic around it as best I can. It's not really what I wanted. I envisaged a long funnel that would lead down to the hive, but it's not going to work. The leaves are too broad, so I can't make it. So what I think I might do instead is shake the bees into the bucket and then tip the bucket into the hive. There are already bees being attracted by the wax and nectar and honey, so that's a good thing. Alright, so now the moment of truth. Right, so I've emptied a big clump into the box and I've closed the lid on them. There's still a lot of activity now because I've shaken them. So there's still a lot of bees buzzing and moving, but all we do now is wait to see if a secondary sort of clump of bees swarms, which indicates, I think, pheromones and the queen's still around. So, oh yeah, here we go. So, could be some here, so I'm going to shake them into a bucket now. Right, so maybe things are getting better now. So I've eliminated that little clump. There are still a few coming back to this spot, but that's, I think, because of residual pheromones. So this tree's mostly clear. They seem to be staying with the hive. I've opened the lid a little bit to just encourage them to come in. And I think if you watch them, there's more going in than coming out, which is good. I reckon I've got the queen in there now, just judging by the patterns, and then coming back and just looking at the sky. There's a lot less movement now, so I think it's a good sign. I think she's in there. So the next step is to just wait a little while and see whether we get more movement of a cluster of bees. I think we're nearly there. That's good. Meanwhile, the other hive, there's still activity. Not really sure. I did find a queen up there before and I put her back in. Probably the new one not feeling at home. Maybe she's mating. I'm not sure. Can't see a lot of drones. Anyway, it's just a matter of sitting and watching, see what happens. Yeah, it's definitely calmed down over here. That's great. I think we're in business. The only problem is they're in a hive that I made yesterday and it hasn't been painted yet. But luckily I've got another hive. I'll paint the other hive and then switch them over later.